Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Root Beer here, as always, and I'm taking a look at question 21 in this video on the 2016 Cayley. Now, before we dive into the question itself, a little note, especially if we're preparing to write the Cayley contest, or really any of Waterloo's multiple choice contests, the Pascal, Cayley, Fermat, or either of the two Gauss contests. When you're taking a look at these contests, you might say, well, question 20, at the end of part B, that was kind of hard. The C part questions should be harder, and in general they are. Usually, as the number increases, the difficulty increases as well. But Waterloo likes to try and bridge the gap between the parts of their contest. So question 11, first question in part B, often a little easier than the question 10, last one in part A. And the same is true when we go between B and C. Question 21 is usually meant to be a little easier than question 20. So if anything, if I were planning to write the paper, I would try and make sure I look at 21 before I look at 20. Because 21 should be easier, and it's worth 2 more marks than question 20. I mean, that's a win-win. Maybe I can't get 20, but that shouldn't discourage me from trying 21, because I might be able to do 21. Of course, it also depends on the nature of the question. Sometimes it's a question about something you're really good at, sometimes it's not. But I always say, try question 21 if you can, even if 20 has scared you off, okay? Because it should be a little easier. Anyway, now we're into part C. Questions are worth 8 marks, so of course try question 21 if it's easier. So what have we got? In her last basketball game, Jackie scored 36 points. Good for her. These points raised the average, or mean, number of points that she scored per game from 20 to 21. To raise this average again, but now by a whole other point, to 22 points, how many points must Jackie score in her next game? Okay. So, well, how do we calculate average? We need the total number of points Jackie has scored. We don't know how many she scored before her last basketball game, but we do know she scored 36 in her last basketball game. And we need to divide that by the number of games she's played, which we are also not told. So I'm going to give names to these unknown things. So, maybe let P equal number of points before her last game, and G the number of games played before the last game. Okay. So we know P over G is 20. Her average before the last game was 20. And now she's played one more game, scored 36 more points, and now has a brand new average of 21. I do have those numbers right. Yeah, 36, 20, 21. Okay, good. All right. So we should be able to maybe figure out G, or at least get a relationship between G and P. I'm going to take this first equation. All right, P is 20G, so that's nice. And if I multiply by G plus 1 on both sides, I'll get P plus 36 is 21G plus 21. Well, I can replace P with 20G. I can subtract 21 from both sides. That'll leave me with a 15 here. And I can subtract 20G from both sides, and that'll leave me with a single G. So I know how many games she has played. She played 15, then she just played her 16th game, and that raised her average to 21. And taking that and plugging it back in up here, 20 times 15, the number of points she has scored is 300, now 336. Okay, now we want to know how many points does she need to score. So let X be the points needed in her next game. So we want an average of 22. And that would be total number of points plus 36 plus this new X number that we're trying to work out. And this will be not her G plus first game, but her G plus second game. Of course, we know P and G already, so we can get 336 plus X up here. Divided by 15 plus 2 is 17. So if I multiply on both sides, 22 times 17 is going to be 374. 2 times 17 is 34. Times 11, you put the 3 and the 4 on the outside and add them up to the 7 in the middle. and so that should be 336 plus x. Subtract 336 from both sides, and you'll be left with 38 is x. Okay, I think I saw that as D or something like that. Let's just go back and double check. Oh no, it's A up here. So A is going to be our answer to question number 21. Okay. Oh, very nice and neat little question. Maybe you found it a little easier than question 20 last time. Who knows? But we're not going to dwell on that. We're going to move right along to question number 22. So feel free to join me for that in the next video. Feel free to also like or subscribe or to be kept up to date, or leave comments down below anytime you know something I said is not clear, or if you have different ways of doing questions. I love learning new ways to do contest questions. But anyway, our time is up, and I will see you in the next video for more math.